Hi, this is John Morgan. You're watching my series on new distinctions for entrepreneurs. By distinction, I mean you take something that you know is one thing and you look at a nuance of it, an aspect. Suddenly you see that one thing is two things. You suddenly have choice where before you had none. Choice with which you can create a new inner world that is your experience and a new outer world that means the actual results you create in the world. In this series, I'll be looking at some usual entrepreneur stuff in unusual ways that will empower you to be more fulfilled, more effective, and more successful as an entrepreneur. Video number 4, how to negotiate path versus deal. So when I think about negotiating, I like to think about the word in the terms in which you would experience it if you're out on the ocean or in the forest. And I'm negotiating the terrain, I'm negotiating the ocean, or I'm negotiating this river. And does that mean I'm trying to do a deal with the river? No, it means you're trying to find your way. You're trying to find your way somewhere, right? And so what if instead, when we go into a negotiation, what if we thought about it as not trying to win and as much as I could from them, or if you're a little bit kinder or more evolved, whatever you want to call it, not trying to create a win-win, which I don't really believe exists anyway, but what if instead of trying to do some deal where it's a balancing of things and everybody walks out mostly happy, what if instead of that you saw negotiating with people as the traveling and exploration of a path or a waterway towards, and here's the important point, towards, you've got to buy into this, this is possible, that this is there, towards a point where their path that they're negotiating, my voice cracked, that they're negotiating, and your path that you're negotiating, that somewhere they intersect and they connect, and that you can find a point where you're both like, yeah, we meet there. This is where we meet. Philosophically, I like to believe that all paths intersect at some point. I mean, on a globe we live on, they do, right? It's impossible for them to not, unless they're two loops, where then we're always going around in a circle and never meeting, and like doesn't really exist, right? Straight, we're on a path, and these paths intersect. These paths intersect. And so so it's a place to come from, right? It's not, well, how do I do it? What's the language? What do I say? We'll get into that. If we're in conversation, maybe we create that from this, but here in this video, my point right now is having you see a new place to come from, a new distinction around negotiation, where it's not you trying to get what you want and they get maybe some of what they want, but you them a little bit more, need more than that. Like, don't even think about it that way. Think about that they're on a path in their life and their business. And you're on a path in your life and your business, and there is a point where they intersect. And I'm just here with you, each negotiating our path until we get there. And I'm not going to give up until we do. You might give up, but I'm not going to. Much love. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the button, and also share with your friends. Share the love. Tweet it, Facebook it, Google Plus it, LinkedIn it, whatever you do, get it out there. And of course, if you really want to engage in this idea, down below in the comments, the discussion, the dialogue is where the best insights come. Challenge me, ask me questions, I will get back to you. Your ideas, your comments help me to create more videos. Finally, if you're interested in learning it all about what I do, my personal coaching for leaders, artists, musicians, sole proprietors, anybody who's a creative force in the world and creating their own things, check out my website. Also, if you're a coach and you want to learn more about my apprenticeship or learn more about how I create coaching clients, check out my website, link down below. Much love.